Hello, my Leo family. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly tarot reading for you, Leo, for June 29th through July 5th. Thank you for joining me today. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. And please subscribe and join me each and every day for my quick glance daily readings. Now, just a reminder, these are general readings. For a personalized reading, click on my website link below. Now, I was thinking about my subscribers and viewers in the Southern Hemisphere. Winter has come. So I have pulled out my Game of Thrones tarot deck for this week's reading. So let's get started and see what your cards are indicating this week. Starting with your first card, Leo, you have the Two of Swords. Okay, Leo. So you're starting out your week with the number 2 energy again. And this week, you're starting out with the Two of Swords. This is putting off a major decision or choice. You might need some more information in order to rationalize your decision. Now, this can still be number 2 energy following from last week. And you also had the 10 of Pentacles, which could have given you new opportunities. And you still might be deciding what you want to do with this newfound abundance and or opportunity. Now, the message coming through from my guides is possibly, for many of you, your Two of Swords card is in regards to making a decision about a relationship. This card is actually Libra's card, so there might be a few Leos that are dealing with a Libra individual. Maybe you're trying to figure out a way as to not offend or hurt the other person involved. So for now, you're just at a standstill and not sure what you want to do at this time. Now, the number 2 energy is all about keeping that union and the balance, everything in harmony. But once again, the number 2 is the number of the sacral chakra, which I talk about all the time because this has to do with change. So, Leo, you know that when you do make this decision, it's going to create some change in your life. And the Two of Swords usually shows an individual that's actually blindfolded. But in this deck, let's see if I can get it to adjust. Come on, there we go. In this deck, Arya Stark is actually blinded. She's blind. So there's no veil, there's no blindfold. So for now, Leo, you're putting off making this decision, but it will have to be made. And soon. Now, taking a look at your next card, Leo, you have the 10 of Spears, better known as the 10 of Wands. Now, the star sign Leo is very accustomed to having the 10 of Wands show up in their readings. This is having too much on your plate, but for a Leo, this is normal. The 10 of Spears is when you are overenthusiastic about something and you either volunteer or take on more than you actually realize. And then as you get further down the road, you realize that this is starting to become a burden to you. But the good news, excuse me, about the 10 of Spears is the number 10 energy is indicating it is ending. Ending this heavy burden or responsibility, or as we see on this card, carrying a heavy load. This card is a reminder, Leo, that when you try to do too much, you're often unable to do anything effectively. But more importantly, also when you're doing too much, you'll miss opportunities for new inspiration and growth. So this card showing up is a reminder to remember your priorities and eliminate the unnecessary. So this is a kind of a checklist showing up for you to ask yourself, Is everything you do serving your ultimate goals, or have you acquired some habits that take your time and energy with very little payoff? This is what you need to take a look at, Leo. Then make sure you delegate responsibility to others. And really do away with that way of thinking, Leo, that if you don't do it yourself, it won't get done right. If this is you, Leo, get rid of that. You need to trust that other people are quite capable of handling the responsibility you're giving them. So take a good look at everything you're doing, Leo, whether it be in the workplace or at home. And what is a priority to you? You can keep doing those, but anything else, make sure that you get others to share in the responsibility. The number 10 energy of this card is the complete form of the suit's energy. So this is now a time where you're drawing the line in the sand and saying, that's it. I'm eliminating all this heavy burden for myself. And that's a good thing, Leo. Now, taking a look at your next card. Okay, the Two of Coins, which is better known as the Two of Pentacles. And do you recognize that this kicked off your reading last week? Okay, the first message coming through with the Two of Coins is, yes, this is a card of multitasking and really being busy. But for some Leos, you're intentionally keeping yourself busy and taking on a lot of responsibility, as indicated here with your Ten of Spears card, in order to possibly ignore overwhelming emotions or to feel like you have some control over an uncontrollable situation in your life or possibly a relationship. And that might be what your Two of Swords card is all about. For some of you, you're just keeping yourself preoccupied so you don't have to think about how you feel in regards to a possible relationship. Now, for other Leos, your Two of Coins is showing up once again because it's talking about change and how you need to be adaptable and flexible to the change that's coming in. This is about taking life's ups and downs and just going with the flow here. The Leo star sign is very good at doing this. Leos can juggle quite a bit. And even if they do drop a couple balls sometimes, you just keep at it with a smile on your face. And through it all, you become wiser and stronger and ready to take on even more. This is where this card gets you in trouble. So now the Two of Coins or Pentacles does have to do with money. So I do believe there's some changes possibly coming in where you might have to move house in order to possibly take a job. So this kind of card this is indicating you may need to travel in order to take advantage of this material opportunity, which in this case is most likely a new job. And now I just love how the artist incorporated the infinity symbol with the Lannister mantra that is recognized throughout Game of Thrones. And here a Lannister always pays his debts. So the lemniscate, or the infinity symbol, represents the interaction of energy and matter, and then the indestructibility of it all. So this can relate to having to pack up and move house because you need to follow the money wherever the job is. Especially in these uncertain times, you need to just be adaptable, flexible, and go with the flow. Just go with the flow. And then once again, you have the Two energy, which has to do with the sacral chakra, which is change. And if you look at your spread here, your Two energy is like bookends, just trying to keep the balance with all the work and everything you're doing right in the middle. Now, your 3 card spread adds up to number 14, which reduces to number 5. And the number 5 energy is not our favorite energy because 5 represents challenges, struggles, complications. But 5s usually do this on the initial struggle on a new path. So as you're going forward, you will get beyond these minor bumps in the road, you might say. Now, 5 likes to shake things up, likes to break your old habits, and usually you do learn something through this experience. But after, this energy will allow for further growth. And the number 5 is the number of the throat chakra. So numerology-wise, this is concerning your communication this week, Leo. Start off with the 2 of Swords, which is putting off a choice or decision, possibly until you get some more facts, where you can then make a rational decision. And for some Leos, you might be hesitant in making this decision because you don't want to hurt whoever's involved. And you have the 10 of Spears, or the 10 of Wands, which is really taking on too much. And for some Leos, this is to forget about your feelings and your emotions in regards to a possible situation that you just can't seem to control. And for other Leos, the 10 of Spears is just, once again, you have taken on so much, Leo. As often as you do, and it might put you in a position where you're just going to miss some opportunities that are going to be coming your way. And then the 2 of Coins showing up again in your reading, which my guides are indicating has to do with the job that you might want to take. But you're going to have to move because it's going to be too far for you to travel on a daily basis. And this card is telling you, Leo, to just go with the flow. So it's a positive sign and telling you to just go for it. Let's take a look at which crystal is suggestive for you this week. CERUSSITE. Well, this is interesting, Leo, that your guides are indicating this crystal, which is all about, right here, travel. Now, this can go in 2 ways, Leo. This can be in regards to your 2 of Coins card here, where you might be traveling for work, and not just to and from work, the actual work that you'll be doing. You'll be traveling. But one thing for sure, when this card and this crystal is suggestive for you, it's an indication that travel is on the horizon. Now, on a personal level, for some Leos, this has got to do with planning a vacation or a holiday. You just need to get out and go somewhere. And for some Leos, this might be an international destination, even though the world is in the state that it is right now. Now, the crystal CERUSSITE has a message for you, that it's important you create the opportunity to just step out of your comfort zone and your everyday surroundings at this time. And that's also in regards to your 2 of Coins card. Now, even a one-day trip somewhere will be very beneficial for you, Leo. Wherever you happen to go, you can be assured that the experience will be a positive one, and possibly opening you up to new perspectives and broadening your horizons. The CERUSSITE crystal is indicating that it's a great time for you, Leo, to try new things. Make decisions and actively plan what you would like to do and where you would like to go next. Now, CERUSSITE here is associated with the root and the crown chakra. So that's your top and bottom. So it helps you to adapt, to ground yourself, and to feel comfortable in different situations and environments. This is the crystal that's known as a crystal for travelers. It also helps with jet lag if you're flying on your trip, but especially will help you to go with the flow, Leo. Now, I leave you with the message of the cards, Leo, but it is all within your own hands. You decide your own destiny, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. Love and abundance to my Leo family.